Hey, how's it going, everyone? Tony here. I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to do a quick update here on ETH. So right now we're still looking pretty good for a zigzag in the four here that we could be putting in something little bit longer because we are in a four. Triangle, some kind of sideways. I think we've taken care of all this. This could be some kind of running triangle going in right now. Could be putting in something else as well, but right now it looks like we're still sitting okay with a zigzag pointing down, and we might get another impulse up. So we're still looking good on the daily. On the 4 hour, when we start digging into this a little bit, things kind of get a little bit more sketch, but we just got to keep an eye out for the signs. Like I said, right now we're still looking pretty good. We're still holding up here. We did fall back beneath this resistance line that we've been kind of watching here at 37.25. It's played as support here, played as resistance here. So we really want to pop back up above this, find some support on this level again. If we get an impulse up, we're looking for a correction back to this line and the other confluences to look for another long to go up for, if it's a C seg or if it's the three going up or something else going up. Going to be keeping an eye on that. This could be an A, B, C. C's of triangles can be the most complex. It doesn't really have to be complex as far as like double zigzag, triple zigzag. It can actually be complex in time as well. So if the zigzag takes longer in time, it could count as the complex wave in the triangle, if that's what's going on here. This could be a couple different things, but I think we've offset these two little guys down here, and now we're kind of working on this right here. So if this is a wave four, the sideways is still looking okay. We just have to pop up back above this resistance here, turn it back into support, and work our way up. I'm keeping an eye on these support levels right here. They're alarmed, everything like that. So I would recommend doing that as well to keep it as confluence. This level here, when it did fall, it bounced off of this almost to the tick. So I always like to look left and mark these levels off. I'd recommend it. Since we are in a wave four, I think this is the lowest we want to see, and then things start getting a little suspicious. So going down to the 1 hour, this is where things get a little bit more sketch, maybe. Just like I said, we just have to keep an eye on it. We had a big drop here. I've been working. I have no idea what this is, if this is news, if this is just some technical stuff. As you can see, this level here that we marked off, and I mentioned in Discord a couple times, is it's been reject city. Every time it comes up to here and touches here, it's been rejecting pretty hard. Tried to hold the support in this level here, but couldn't even do it there. Fell back beneath, and then it turned into resistance before the drop. So this is a huge level. Let's zoom out a little bit. We want to keep an eye on this level. This is the big bad right now for the bulls to get above. But the first step is going to be getting back above this level. Right now, it looks like we've got a 1, 2, 3 down. Because of the dump, I'm thinking we're going to get one of those truncation-ish things where this actually isn't going to get swept again. This is the low, and we're going to get a move down here potentially. Hopefully in a 5 motive wave, like a no-brainer motive wave coming down here. And then we'll look for the change of trend kind of indicators to start looking for an impulse up and then a retracement back. Don't really have a level. Let's see, on the smaller time frame, I think we got level over here at 36.20-ish. It's played a little bit, so it could come down there to that. Let's try on the 382 here. So we bounced off the 382. We could come back down to this area and test it again, but I think this would be a good area to come down and test again before move up. It all depends on how it moves down here. If it comes down correctively or it comes down in a fifth wave looking motive wave, then it might be time to start looking for a reversal. Of course, we could come down and break the low. This is just me thinking out loud, like this is such a huge drop and bounce that might be one of those come down for the 5 without breaking this level. Just a suspicion. You got to see how the PA prints here. And then on the 15-minute, we're in the weekend mode here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see us going sideways. Like to do usually on the sideways, it likes to do some kind of like seek and destroy, where it just the algos just move beyond the highs, sweeping stops, and all that kind of stuff. So wouldn't be surprising. I think we do have a nice little triangle in here that we could use as an anchor to look for the further price action. So we could be doing some kind of four here, one, this is the one down, doing some sideways here, come down, do one of these things before we actually get up and start flipping these levels of resistance back into support and making our way back up. All right, so one more thing to look at here on the 15-minute is the swiftness of this move. So this is where things get a little suspicious, what I was mentioning before. So usually A waves are the swifter of the two moves in a zigzag. This has moved pretty quickly and swiftly. So we really have to start looking for and considering, like, okay, if this finishes as an impulse down, how are we moving back up? Are we going to move back up in a swift motion again and start moving up like that? Or is this going to be it? Swiftness, if it turns out to be a motive wave, doesn't mean that we're done, but I think it's a good idea to be aware of the situation here, that if we get an impulse down, we could always be done and going for one of these kind of things. We have some resistance here. So this is going to be the key. The higher we break this, if we break this level here and flip it, I'm going to be a little bit more relieved about the situation. If we end up coming back to it and doing one of these, I'm going to get sketch. Of course, it could always be a 1-2, 1-2 up. We'll have to see how the PA prints, but for me, the swiftness of this move is not alarming, something to consider. So that's what I'm thinking on ETH. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. Take it easy.